All right, welcome to another deep dive. We try to pick topics that we think will be most interesting to our listeners, and this one came up recently, right?
Yeah, it's pretty timely, actually.
Yeah, and I mean this whole 3D printing thing. First, we have some information about a 3D printing event that's happening at the Mason County District Library, the MCDL.
Oh, yeah, that's a great library.
Yeah, and they're actually using a really cool printer for this event, the Bamboo Lab P1S.
Oh,
So our mission today is to give you the lowdown on both the event and the tech behind it, right? Kind of a two-for-one deal.
sounds good to me.
Great. So let's kick things off with the MCDL event. So they're calling it a 3D printing day, and it's happening during National Library Week, which, for anyone who doesn't know, is April 6th to the 12th in 2025.
Perfect timing. I love that they're incorporating 3D printing into National Library Week. It's a really smart way to kind of showcase how libraries are evolving.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, National Library Week is all about, celebrating the role of libraries in our communities. It's so cool. So, speaking of the printer, let's talk about this Bamboo Lab P1S. I've been reading about it, and it sounds pretty impressive.
Yeah, Bambu Lab is definitely making a name for themselves in the 3D printing world. They're known for producing high-quality machines that are also, relatively easy to use.
Right. Which is huge because sometimes, you get into these really techie things and it can be so intimidating if you're not a super expert.
Absolutely. Accessibility is key, especially for people who are just getting started with 3D printing. It makes a lot of sense. And that brings us to another key feature of the P1S. Its speed.
Oh, yeah, this thing is supposed to be fast, really fast.
Printing process is super smooth and precise, so you can get high-quality results at really high speeds.
Okay, so we've talked about ease of use and speed, but there's one more feature that I just have to bring up because it just blows my mind. Multicolor printing.
Really ingenious system that allows you to have multiple filaments loaded and ready to go.
Okay, so we've covered the basics, but there's a whole list of other advanced features we could talk about.
Yeah, we've only scratched the surface.
Right. I do want to mention one more thing that I thought was really cool. The activated carbon filter.
Oh yeah, that's a great feature. It's especially important when you're working with certain filaments, like ABS, which can sometimes release odors or fumes during printing.
So it basically helps to keep the air clean and safe while you're printing, right?
Exactly. It helps to remove those potentially harmful particles from the air.
That's awesome. And it's especially important if you're printing in a home environment or a smaller space.
Absolutely. Safety should always be a top priority.
Okay, so we've talked about the filter, but let's talk about filaments in general for a second, because one thing that impressed me about the P1S is that it's compatible with a really wide range of filaments.
It's good to have that flexibility because different filaments have different properties, which makes them suitable for different applications. Bambu Lab seems to have really hit the sweet spot with this one.
Yeah, I think so too. So I don't know about you, but I'm already getting excited about the possibilities of 3D printing just thinking about this event at the MCDL.
It's easy to get caught up in the technical specs, but what's really fascinating is what you can actually do with a 3D printer.
Exactly. It feels like we're on the verge of a creative revolution.
And it's not just about creating brand new things from scratch. 3D printing is also changing the way we think about repair and sustainability. Imagine a broken part on your favorite appliance. Instead of tossing the whole thing out, you could potentially print a replacement.
That's a great point. And on the creative side, the possibilities are pretty much endless. Imagine printing custom jewelry, unique home decor, or even personalized phone cases. But of course, as with any technology, there are some limitations. For instance, I imagine 3D printing is still relatively slow compared to traditional mass production techniques.
That's right. It's a fantastic tool for prototyping and creating one-of-a-kind pieces. But if you need to produce thousands of identical items, traditional manufacturing methods might be more efficient.
What are some of the more unexpected or surprising ways you see 3D printing being used in the future?
One area that I find particularly fascinating is bioprinting, where scientists are using 3D printers to create living tissues and potentially even organs.
Wow, that's incredible. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction. After learning all this, I'm actually kind of tempted to get a 3D printer myself.
You should. It's a really rewarding hobby. And who knows, maybe you'll even invent the next big thing.
Maybe. But even if I don't, I'm sure I'll have a ton of fun experimenting. So for you listening, we hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity about the amazing world of 3D printing. And if you're in the Mason County area, be sure to check out the 3D Printing Day at the Mason County District Library.
Oh, yeah, that's a great library.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to see this technology in action and maybe even try it out for yourself.
The possibilities are seriously endless. Practical solutions, amazing art pieces, even groundbreaking new inventions. It all starts with your imagination.
That's a great way to put it. I'm already thinking about what I want to print first. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.